Evolved people experience life as a celebration rather than as a problem to be solved. And we've talked about this over the last few weeks. Michael Beckwith says that evolved people understand that there's a celebration going on throughout this great universe, and that a cosmic celebration can be localized within you when you realize that life is not a problem to be solved, but a magnificent mystery to be lived. And I always think of the mystery is me being willing to ask the question. When something shows up in my life that I'm uncomfortable with or that I'm struggling with, and if I just ask the question, why is this showing up? Then it becomes not a problem, but a mystery. Because the why is this showing up? I'm open and receptive to understanding why this is present in my life, because it wouldn't be present if there wasn't a reason for it to be here. And so, why is this showing up? And all of a sudden we move into resisting the issue and trying to solve the problem to stepping into the great mystery and living that. And people who live life with curiosity live interesting lives. And I'm not talking about the curiosity kills the cat kind of curiosity where you stick your nose in places that it doesn't belong. I'm talking about curiosity about life, about everything. It's like, I'm curious about why this showed up. I'm curious about, why we're doing this or why this is happening, or I'm curious about why the Huskies won last night. I'm curious about what that's all about, Curiosity is, when it's present, we live in the great mystery of life, and we're not out there trying to solve everybody's problem. We're trying to live in the awareness that life is a mystery, and the truth will be revealed if we but stand in the presence of who it is that we are. Evolved people talk to themselves and not to the world. Now, it doesn't mean that we walk around the streets, having a conversation with ourselves, although we might, but evolved people take time to have conversations with themselves about their life. They take time to think deeply and to even speak loudly, what's going on here? They talk to themselves. They talk themselves through experiences. He says, when you stop wasting time trying to convince the world of your worthiness, you will notice how much more energy you have to invest in becoming acquainted with your natural goodness. So we're not trying to convince people to see us a certain way. We're just showing up in the world and knowing that they'll choose to see us the way they're going to see us regardless of what we try to do. So why should we waste our energy trying to convince them to see us in a certain way? We are who we are, and we have everything that we need already within us, and so we don't need anything from them, so we can just show up and be present and be fully in the presence of God in that moment, and it won't matter. And that's the conversation. Evolved people choose happiness over drama. And evolved people don't say that if I have a drama, therefore I am. If I have a drama, sometimes drama makes us feel alive. We stir the pot, And, stirring the pot isn't always bad, except if that's what our life is about, then certainly I don't think that was the intention. I think that drama can be replaced with love. That when we love ourselves, when we feel loving, when we feel love, we don't need drama. We just need to express that love. And when we express that love, the feeling of being alive is so powerful and so enhanced that dramas don't show up in that way. Even my daughter Bridget's experience wasn't a drama. It was a mystery. It was an opportunity. It was a moment to share something deeply. It was a moment to connect in a different way. And so it's not something you have to react to, it's something you have to work with and bring forth something different. I think that the cure for drama is a sense of humor, the capacity to laugh at ourselves and our challenges and our struggles, and that the more you laugh at yourself, the lighter your heart is, and the lighter your heart is, the more your life flows in a powerful way. And finally, evolved people understand the value of downtime. And I think they understand the value of taking time to be holy, the value of stepping apart from the world, the value of following Jesus' admonition about going apart. And I find there's lots of ways to do downtime. Sometimes I like to go over to Coeur d'Alene to the lake place and just spend a couple of days by myself with no TV and all the distractions that go on, and just be present with myself. And for the first probably 24 hours, it's a little disconcerting, but then the next 24 hours, it's always very pleasant and very powerful, and I don't want to stop. But sometimes it's hard to make that shift because we're so busy, we have so much going on. But it's more than just stepping apart in that way. It's taking time throughout our day to step apart. It's sitting in our car before we go in for an appointment and saying a prayer and calling God's presence forth in our life. That's downtime. That's being willing to be present with ourselves and create an energy field in our life. It's doing those little things. It's being willing to listen to someone else for a few moments and set aside our own agendas and challenges and issues and problems. It's taking a moment simply to meditate, or taking a nap. A nap can be downtime. I find oftentimes that in the afternoon I go through that sleepy thing, and if I lay down for 15 minutes and let my body just shift itself, then I get up and it's like a new day. It's downtime. It's being willing to do that in the presence of what's going on in our life. I want to close my lesson today with my poem, which I tried to be creative and I don't know. I don't know if it makes a lot of sense, but it's called Inevitable-lution. Evolution is inevitable. Change is marching to a beat whose drum is beating. What is the destination? We do have a choice about waking up, about being aware about inevitable-lution. So wake up. You are a spiritual being. You are evolution in the flesh, the inner manifestation as the outer. So choose your thoughts carefully, consciously, and clearly, and act like the spiritual being you are, and celebrate. Take what you are and become God's creation, the product of a thought, an idea, an expression, and the inevitable march of evolution will be shaped and formed by the conscious being you are, an evolved spirit of good. God bless you.